We're INTB3355, the 10 a.m. class, Russia Group 1, presenting on scooters in Russia. Presenting are Gina Almonte, Tana Church, Austin Diaz, Christopher Hutchings, and Justin Weller. To start off with today's agenda, we're going to talk about our investment opportunity, product and services provided, our target consumers, our competitors, our marketing plan, and finally touch on some key financial information. My name is Gina Almonte, and I'm going to be presenting on our investment opportunity. So our investment opportunity is to invest in scooter technology. We plan to create a company that will bring this technology to the emerging Russian market. As you can see here, we have our company name written in Russian. It's pronounced letat, and it means fly. Micromobility is dominating our current transportation industry, and scooters are the next big thing. Cities around the world are quickly growing in size and population. In fact, projections show that by 2050, an additional 2.5 billion people will reside in urban areas globally. With most cities already dealing with dangerous levels of pollution and gridlocked streets, micromobility could solve a handful of problems. As you can see here, the former primary mode of transportation was cars. However, there are many new alternatives to car ownerships. By trip length, for long distance of over 15 miles, there's car sharing. For medium distances, there's Uber and Lyft. And then for small distances, there's micromobility, or scooters and rental bikes. In the United States, 60% of trips taken are with micromobility products like Lime, Bird, and Scooter, where people only have to travel within a 5-mile distance. This can be especially true for larger cities, and so in the Russian market, we plan to introduce this technology to large cities like Moscow, St. Petersburg, among others. Up until 2010, the traffic situation in Moscow was critical and considered one of the worst in the world. The government of Moscow and Russian and international leaders and experts in the industry saw this problem and developed the state program of Moscow Transport Development, which focused on analyzing huge amounts of data to reduce loads on the roads by upgrading infrastructure and applying intelligent transport systems. With the implementation of these practices and technologies, Moscow went from being the most congested city out of 400 in 2010 to number 13 by 2016. Speed of traffic increased 13% from 45 kilometers per hour in 2010 to 51 kilometers per hour by 2016, which at the time was one of the best improvements in congestion globally. While the city still experiences congestion during peak traffic hours, there has been substantial improvement, but we know that we can go further. As previously mentioned, most people travel within a 5-mile distance, and this can be solved through micromobility solutions like the electric scooter. One of the biggest regulatory issues that has been that micromobility solutions like the electric scooter has faced has been docking. While there isn't any specific regulations that we found on docking in Russia, we do know that dockless scooters have been known to cause a lot of issues within the city. People don't like to see the scooters just lying around everywhere and, just not being very beautiful for the city. However, our solution is to provide immediate pickup services so that the scooters can be put onto docks and charged, which my colleague will go on and explain further in the presentation.
My name is Tana Church, and I'll be discussing the products and services that Fly will provide. Let's start by taking a look at the services. Our company will supply electric, GPS-enabled smart scooters to customers who need an affordable way to get around the city, or just to people looking to have some fun. Our customers and the company will be able to keep track of the scooters through an app that communicates with the GPS chips in each scooter. Unlike our competitors, we will also provide a pickup service, so our customers can leave their scooters wherever they need to, whenever they need to. We will do this by hiring locally and partnering with organizations who will help us pick up the scooters and take them to a charging station. Our employees will be contract employees, similar to Uber's method of hiring. Potential employees can apply through the app or through the website. Fly will also provide 2 different kinds of scooters, one for the warmer months of summer and another for the colder months of winter. We've decided to implement this since our competitors do not provide scooters in the winter months. Diving into our summer model scooters, they will be similar to the ones depicted in this slide. They will have all-terrain tires so customers can ride them through almost any terrain comfortably. They'll be very simple to use. First, you'll have to unlock the scooter through the app using the barcode scanner. The barcode will be located in the center of the handlebars. This will apply to both summer and winter models. Then to start the e-scooter, you kick off a few times, then push the throttle button located on the right handlebar. The scooter will start off slow and accelerate based on how far you push the throttle button. Our scooters can go up to a max speed of 22 miles per hour, which is faster than our competitors. Since this is a fairly fast speed for scooters, use caution when going downhill and use the brake pad on the rear wheel to slow down steadily, or use the brake handle on the left handlebar after you've let go of the throttle. After you're done riding, simply open the app to end your ride and lock the scooter. At the beginning of winter, these scooters will be picked up and delivered to our storage facility for safekeeping. For our winter model, to ensure that they don't get buried under the snow, we will install heaters within the aluminum structure of the scooter. This will include the handlebars, so our customers can enjoy the ride in the harsh weather. Instead of tires, there will be flat fiberglass skis so you can glide over the snow easily. They will have laminated wooden cores wrapped in fiberglass for extra strength. On the front and rear skis, there will be skegs. These are fins under the skis to ensure straight line tracking. There will also be a polyurethane studded grip tape located on the skis to ensure a safe and secure ride. For days when the snow is falling, we will provide plastic covers for the rider and the scooter. Now I'll hand it off to Justin.
Thank you, Tana. I will be discussing our target consumers and our main competitors. The main demographic our service is directed at will be young adults between the ages of 18 and 30. We will be focusing on larger urban areas in order to utilize the developed infrastructure already in place in such cities. One of our main target audiences will be tourist and tourist-heavy locations in order to capture the potential tourist market, as they will most likely not have an established means of travel. Next, university students will be a major aim for our scooter rental service for traveling to and from campus, as they fit both the need and age group we are focusing on. Also, daily commuters in business-heavy areas will be targeted for cheap, convenient travel to and from work. Next is our main competitors. There are 2 competitors in the scooter rental business in Russia. The first is Yeli Samokat. They launched in June of 2018. Their services are centered around metro stations, and they have a human attendant at the rental site. Their strengths include a competitive rate of $1.6 an hour, and they offer events for groups such as scooter tours through historical districts. Their weaknesses include that they close down services during the winter, and they have a high late charge for returning scooters beyond their time, and their scooters must be returned to a rental station. UDrive is the other competitor. They launched in May of 2018. They have more spread out locations. However, their main business is car ride sharing, so UDrive is less focused on their scooter business. Their strengths include the more spread out rental locations, and they allow for their scooters to be charged by the rider throughout the day, and they also provide a scooter lock for the rider. Weaknesses include that they also close down services during the winter. They have restricted drop-off locations, and they are comparatively expensive, about $4.50 an hour. Next will be Chris with the marketing plan.
Hello, my name is Christopher Hutchings, and I'll be talking about the marketing plan today. Now, with our target audience being between the ages of 18 and 30, and us also targeting the urban and metropolitan areas, we felt that the best way for advertising is to go with Facebook ads, which is digital and mobile advertising. Now, Russia has the largest internet audience in Europe, mainly due to the fact that it's the largest landmass in Europe with the largest population in Europe. Now, our marketing budget was only $15,000, which this is converted to 956,736 rubles. So, with that being said, our marketing budget is fairly limited. So, once again, the best way to attack this we felt was digital and mobile advertising. Um, Facebook has a cost per click option with their advertising department. Um, Basically, every time someone clicks on your ad, um, it'll cost you 27 cents. Now, this is fair to do because the average business is said to spend at least 50 cents to a dollar for every customer when advertising. So this is a pretty fair deal. And so we feel that with the 27 cents per click, we'll be able to reach at least 50,000 potential fans before our marketing budget is up. Now, due to the low marketing budget, we also felt that the innovative design itself would also sell itself. Basically, through word of mouth, we feel like with the innovative product, um, there's not too many competitors out there in Russia for it. We feel that it will spread pretty quickly and begin to start a trend in these urban areas.
Hello, my name is Austin Dyes. I'm going to be going over the financing plan that we came up with for this project. So let's go ahead and jump into the Excel. So to begin with, I just put the currency conversion rate up here at the top. For every $1 it's about 63.75 Russian rubles. And then I just kind of included that everywhere in the spreadsheet so you could get an idea of what it would be in Russian rubles. We came up with 5 main cost categories. We came up with inventory, real estate, the app, labor, and marketing. And so all these factors are things that we found for the scooters we'd purchase, and then the bulk price. And then these are all the totals we'd come with for inventory. Our estimated repair was based on the durability and the warranty that these scooters have. So a big difference in the Russian market from the U.S. market for the scooter rental is that Russians appreciate face-to-face a lot more than Americans do. So to accommodate that, I found 2 different locations in 2 different major Russian cities. The first one being in Moscow and the second one being in St. Petersburg. I chose these locations because they're the 2 largest populations for cities in Russia. And then obviously we will need a warehouse to store the other scooters, do the repairs, and things of this nature. For the app, I found the basic price of an e-commerce app to be anywhere from the $10,000 to $15,000 range. And so we just went with the upper end of the range to just give ourselves a little bit of a cushion there. For the salaries, I researched the average salary for people in similar positions. For example, our storefront employees. This is the average salary for a retail associate in Russia. And then we did the number of employees we thought would work best for the beginning. And then all of this we can obviously scale later depending on how much they are needed. And then with marketing, we found that there's not a whole lot of marketing going on right now in Russia for the scooter rentals. So we figured with the marketing plan we came up with, we thought $15,000 to get our name out there and things like that would be a good start for us, and then we could always go back and add more marketing if we feel we're getting a great return from it. And then the estimated startup cost is about $85,000. This includes the inventory, the app development, as well as the initial marketing campaign. And then the real estate and labor are yearly costs that we expect to stay the same unless we want to grow and expand our business. And this brings our yearly or our estimated year 1 total to about $450,000. And then for sales right now, the average price per hour of rental in Russia is about $1.60 per hour. So we just did we estimated that we could rent 100 scooters a day for about 10 hours a day, and that's a little bit less than half of our inventory, which would give us a daily revenue of $1,600 or a yearly revenue of about $584,000, which would cover our year 1 cost. but obviously we'll need initial funds. So we decided that we would do a loan to cover the startup costs as well as 6 months of labor and rent. So we wouldn't have to worry about if we had a slow month or if we start off slow while we're getting our name out there and getting the brand out there. So we came up with a loan amount of about $267,000. And our plan would be to pay off the loan in 1 year in a single payment. And then I found the average small business loan interest rate was about 10% for this amount. And then that would bring our total loan payable to about $320,000. And that is our year one financing plan for the project.
So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed and learned a lot.